Thank you so much for joining with us today. We are so grateful and so excited to have you here today. I have some wonderful guests that are going to be on our class today. We have Brian Sudwicks that's coming in for us that has been a longtime friend of mine that I am so excited for his information. And as you go to our website and you go to the Next Step resources, you'll see the personal finance program that he teaches at Brigham Young University. And that's one of the Next Step resources that we want you to be able to go to. In addition to that, we have Audrey Ledesma, who will be coming into us from the Philippines, and she'll be doing the very last class that we do today. But I wanted to kick it off today and talk to you a little bit about Success and Money Foundation and what we do. And so I'm going to have Ethan and Jacob take us to the website. So as you know, the purpose of the foundation is to provide free Success and Money classes for anyone, anywhere. That is what the purpose is. Jake, go ahead and take us to the site. And we have three missions. Mission number one is to provide free and provide financial donations to students. Provide donations to students and financial rewards when you go to class. And when you go to class, the goal for you is then to be able to take that money and start saving and, more importantly, investing. Number two is to provide a platform and financial rewards to schools, churches, charities, groups, and teams. And then number three is to help those in need. And we are so proud of what you have been able to do. So far, our students have gone over 120,000 hours. We have 9,500 students. Our students have come to us from over 80 different countries, which is pretty dang exciting. We have 3,000 documented students that have started their saving and investing career, because that is one of the things that you have to do. You have people at work and you have money at work. And so many of the times we get the people to work, but if we don't get that money into step number four, which is to automatically invest, then we don't ever get our money to work for us. That's why what we do is so important. Remember, step number one is that you need to learn how to make more money. You make more money by solving bigger problems and by adding more value than someone else, and by studying successful people. Once you make more money, then you need to take that money and separate it into three groups. You need to take some of that money and give it away to churches, charities, individuals. And as you know, we are doing the Make a Difference program right now, which we're very excited about. We're going to talk about that in the next segment. Number four is to automatically invest. Automatically invest. And number five is to save and spend. Now, when you automatically invest, you need to do that on a monthly basis, a weekly basis. Anytime that you make money, we need to put it into the wealth formula. Our goal is for generational wealth. It's not a get rich quick. It's generational wealth that you can pass down from generation to generation. You do that by putting money away every month. As you make money, you need to do this over a period of time. We're building strong trees. We're building investment trees. We're building a whole orchard of money trees. And what we want is we want a strong root system to be able to do that. And then number three, of course, is that we want, we need to do that over a period of time. And then we need to have it go up in value. That's what we do. And remember, for every hour that you go to class, the foundation is going to donate a pair of eyeglasses. We're going to feed someone, or we're going to provide some clean water. So today, the first segment we want to do is we want to celebrate you and thank you for making such a huge difference. And as you go to the website or go to the letter that we send out on a weekly basis, you can see that we have a lot of people that are sharing the wealth. People think wealth is money. Well, that's the byproduct of what we do. That's the simple byproduct. But wealth is the information. Wealth is the strategies. Wealth is taking that information and giving it to someone else. The way you become wealthy is actually give it away. You give it away to your family, friends, your nieces, nephews. People think it's a secret. Well, it's really not a secret. It's a strategy. And the more that we can do that, the better we are. And we know that if you go out and teach this to someone else that you love, that you will learn more than the recipient. If you teach this to your kids, the simple 5 steps, and all the things we learn after that, you will learn more than your children will. They're going to be the benefactor of it, but you're the one that's really going to really learn it, because now you're ingrained into it. That's why we do what we do. So congratulations. I'm going to turn the time over to Jake and Ethan. Again, remember, all you have to do is that once you get your free membership, you simply log in. After you've logged in, go over by your name. And on your name, you'll simply pull it down to your name, and you have your own unique URL. or your own unique QR code. You simply click on that and it'll pull up this unique piece for you, copy it, paste it, and share it. And then when you do that, these people are then connected to you, because the only way you can see what kind of impact you're having is to connect the dots going backwards. So what it does is that you can create your own little group. You can say, hey, I want to have my little 3 or 4 kids, my family do this together. You share your link with them, they sign up, and then you simply go over to the top enrollers, pull it down and find your name. And when you do that, you can see all the people that you've enrolled and how many hours they've got. Because enrolling someone to get a free membership is just the first part. The real trick, the real goal is to get them to go to classes. And we have over 400 hours of classes that you're welcome to send them to. We have all the way from the getting started to the young kids and people that are just learning how to invest. And the best people to teach that is probably Warren Buffett and his Secret Millionaire Club. And then as you go through those, you're going to progress and progress and progress. And so the first leaderboard, of course, is the enrollment. And so all the people you've enrolled, you can go in and click on your name and it'll show you all the people that they've enrolled and how many hours, because the real key is for you to be supportive, for you to be able to take these people, encourage them, and help them go and get started with their long-term financial plan. Now, that is what the real goal is. Now, a lot of people want to see what kind of an impact they're having. And so you can go down to the top influencer. Now, what's an influencer? Well, every time you enroll someone, they're connected to you. But wouldn't you like to see how many people they enroll? And what kind of an impact you're having? Because you drop a little pebble out in a lake and it has all kinds of ripples that you don't get a chance to see. And it's amazing what's happening here. So you can see we have students there that have enrolled a lot of people. And then when you click on it, it'll show you all the people that they enrolled. You click it one more time, it'll show you all those people, and it'll show you how many hours they've got over the last the last 30 days or the last 7 days. And again, the purpose of this is to have fun. The purpose of this is to have fun. We're not curing cancer. We're playing a game. Finance is a game and games are fun. Money is a game and games are fun. Let's go have some fun with it. And we want to equate this to math, not objects. And remember, the game of finance is fun. And the more that you can treat it like a game, the better. And remember, roller coasters are fun. And as you're investing in long-term stock, it's kind of like a roller coaster. And it's okay to do that, because over a long period of time, you'll have a better rate of return. Now, many of us that are a little bit older, I like the merry-go-round. I like the scooter. I take my kids to Disneyland. They jump on all these crazy rides. They're riding the roller coaster. They're young. They love that. Me, I've had enough of that. I've been there, done that. And so I'm on the merry-go-round, which is long-term bonds. So you can do the investing account, the business account, where sometimes it's a little bit up and down. Remember, it's a game. And games are fun. So let's go play that game. Now, the last thing is you can see the groups. So everyone has your own group. Everyone has their own unique group. In addition to that, we have the big organized groups, the schools, churches, charities, groups, and teams. And many of you, if you have groups of 50 or more, you can create what we call a SAM group, a success and money group. And so it's kind of easy to be able to put them into another group. So it's kind of fun to watch them. And then, of course, if you have a school, we can do this as well. For example, on here, you can go and look at the category. What's the category of what you are? Well, I'm a school, high schooler, an elementary school. I'm a college. I'm a church. I'm a business. I happen to be in one of these countries. Let's look at high schools for a second. You click on high school, then all the high schools are competing with each other. But inside the high schools, all the grades get competing with each other. And inside the grades, all the students get to compete with each other, who compete with everybody around the world at the same time. We can do this with congregations. We can do this with churches. The category is churches. Inside those churches, you have all these congregations from around the world. You click inside the congregations and it has whatever subgroup you want it to be. That's how the system is created. We've also gone as far as to be able to show you how well you're doing in your own individual group. And so as you do more of these, as you get schools and things like that you want to bring on, we've created a whole replicated system to be able to do that. So that's what our system is. We're so excited to be able to have you guys here. And so I'm going to turn the time over to Ethan and to Jacob to spend just a second and talk briefly about our top scores for this week. And then at the end of the class, we're going to be putting out the job form in the messaging system so that you can receive rewards from us. So go ahead, Jake and Ethan, let's talk about our top enrollers for the week.
Okay, so let's jump over to our newsletter that we sent out yesterday. And we're sending this out each week. So if anyone's not getting this, just reach out to us. We can make sure you're on the list. But these people are our top enrollers for the last 7 days by hours. So like Tom was saying, they've gone and they shared their link, just like we just showed you how to do. They copied that, they sent it out to a friend, and their friend went and signed up. And now their friend is actually going through classes, which is what's the most important part. So they have the most activity, meaning the people that they signed up have gone online and they're learning, and it's being impactful to them. So Ben's Jenner Lariosa here, congratulations. She's in first place. I think she had 4 or 5 active enrollments with 81 hours. Renson Igbalik, she's been up here a few times in the last couple of weeks. So congratulations, Renson. And we've got Jessame Anoya. And if they're in the Zoom, everyone in the chat say congratulations. Yeah, I can see some people clapping for them with the little emojis there. Great job. And then everyone else, you're on this list here as well. We've got the top 25. And like Tom said, later today, we're going to send out rewards for those people who made this leaderboard. Even if you're not on the top 25, if you have active hours this week, then you qualify. Let's look down here. We've got top enrollers the last 7 days by active enrollment. So these people have signed up the most new people, or just had people that have been active at all. Maybe they haven't gone through as many hours, but they've started to learn and they've started that process. So here we have Johnson Etor. He's been on the top for a long time. Congratulations, Johnson. Roxanne and Ben's Jenner Lariosa is here as well. And they've got all sorts of people that have been online and active. Johnson with 24, that's amazing. And here you can see the rest of that list. And then just really quick, we can look at the top organizations. Abuhay Deseret Foundation is usually one of our top groups. Big shout out to Melody if you're here. Thank you for all of your help and support. And you've made a huge difference in these people's lives who you've shared this with. Pundok Bisaya, that's our friend Carlisle's group. I'm not sure if any of them are here today, but congratulations, Pundok Bisaya. And then some of these SAM groups have been doing a great job as well. And here we've got our individual hours for the last 7 days. These people have just been online and they've been learning. So Judith had spent 31 hours going through classes. Keith spent 28, and Elisa has spent another 28. So these two are really tied for second place here. And then you can see all of your names here on the leaderboards. And we're excited to send you out some rewards for you guys to start putting it into your investment account. Now you can take all this stuff that you're learning from the classes and, put it into action. If it's just learning, you're not going to get anywhere. But like Tom says, you're going to pull the trigger, you're going to open an investment account, and your mind is going to start changing. You're going to start thinking about new things, and you're going to start understanding how investing works. And hopefully it's going to be a blessing to yourself, but most importantly to your children. And you're going to be able to pass that on to them and improve the next generation as well. So if you ever want to see if you're on any of these leaderboards, just like Tom was saying on the site, it's under leaderboards. And you can see all the different leaderboards here. I'll show the enrollers again, for example. And what we do each week is we just take the last 7 days. And if you're on that board, you qualify. And you're gonna win a little reward. So all you have to do is switch it to 7 days. And there you go. You can scroll down and see everybody who was here for the last 7 days. And if your name is anywhere on that list, then you made it. And if not, then you just got to go out and share your link this week, and you'll be able to qualify for next week. So I think that's it for me. You have anything else to add there, Tom?
No, thank you guys so much. And again, let's play the game and have some fun with the game. And, this isn't stuff that I've created. This is stuff that was taught to me by my father. My dad is 4 days older than Warren Buffett. And as a result, I had my own mini Warren Buffett that I grew up with. And if I wanted to talk to my dad, I usually had to go out and help him paint the fence or help me with something. And I remember very distinctly when I was very young, I was just a teenager, and he bought this little house that was next door to us. And we were over there painting it and had to scrape off all the old paint, and it was hot and I wasn't having any fun. And I said, Dad, am I getting paid to do this? And he goes, no, son, get back to work. I'm one of 10 kids, 7 boys, and he could see that wasn't the answer I was looking at. So a little while later, I got the gumption to ask him again, Dad, are you sure that I can't get paid to do some of this? He goes, son, we bought this property so that we'd have extra income to put you kids through school, through college. And he could see that as a teenager, I didn't really care that much about college at that point. And he says, well, you know what, son, let me tell you something. Some people make so much money off of their small businesses, their real estate, and their investments that they don't have a job. All they do is manage those things. And that was like this light went off in my head. And I just started thinking, wow, that is just amazing. Wouldn't that be incredible? And by following what my dad taught us, and my dad didn't sit down and just teach us a bunch of stuff. He did it by example, and we did the things that he talked about. We started pretty humbly as a family. And, my mom and dad, when my mom and dad passed away, they had set up 70 small investment accounts or sub accounts for each of their grandkids and their great grandkids. They planted money trees for all these kids, and they took care of them until the kids were old enough to start taking care of them themselves. They did a start for all of these kids. And then when they got to be 21 years of age, they could take that money and they could use it for college, or they could put it into their small business, or to buy a house, or to get started investing. That's what you're trying to do. You're trying to leave a legacy for the next generation. That's what the foundation is doing. We're taking the things that I learned from my family and what we did, because I've done that with all my kids and grandkids. And we want to help you to be able to do the same thing. Our goal is to help you have a better life. And I've been all over the world. I've been to 50 countries. And the one thing that I know is that every parent, wherever they are in the world, want their children to have a better life. Doesn't matter where they are, in India, Russia, they all want their kids to have a better life. We want you to have a better life, and we want you to have your children to have a better life and to have stability. And the way you do that is you learn how to play the game. And remember, finance is a game and games are fun. Business is a game and games are fun. Let's go have some fun with it. So thank you all for watching. We're going to say goodbye to our friends from around the world. We're going to come back for our next segment, where we're going to give some more money away in our Make a Difference program.